Hello, my beautiful Geminis. We're going to go ahead and get into this timeless energy reading for you. This is about what you need to know right now. Please only take the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest out. So this card jumped out for you, Gemini, and you have here the Seven of Pentacles. This is the card that really tests your patience. This is all about how long do I have to wait to see my results? And Spirit is saying you might not see how your seeds are growing. You might not be able to see the root of the tree that you're trying to grow, but the root is showing up and it's growing and it's expanding. And Spirit is asking you to be in the state of patience, of persistency, and consistency. This is about being proud of how much you have accomplished, but also trusting that your efforts are going to take you to the next level. So this is a gorgeous energy for you, Gemini. I really like this card. It shows a lot of hard work and dedication, but again, the key word here is patience. And then you have here as the crossing energy is the world, okay? So the world could feel like we are trying to rush to the finish line, especially in a crossing energy. And again, this is where I see impatience, where I see the resistance of the journey, where I see like, I want to get to the finish line already. I'm ready to put this behind me. Why has it not happened? You know, Spirit is saying it's not that it's not happening. It's just that it's a process, and the process is taking place in divine timing. So the crossing energy with this world, it can give you, or it can get you to impulsivity, and it can really make you feel like you're just in vain doing the things that you're doing, and in reality you're actually in the right where you need to be. So that is very interesting. Okay, we have here the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a change that is coming your way, and it's also a change that you desire. So this is happening here, right? It's going to happen. You just got to be patient with the process. Okay, past energy, Page of Pentacles. This shows your dedication, your commitment to this. You have been very driven and very determined to really pick this up, right? This could be a relationship. This could be a job. This could be you on a personal journey. Whatever it is that you have decided to really commit yourself to, I can see that you're extremely dedicated. And that is the energy that I'm seeing from the past, the energy in the main situation for right now. And then you have here the 10 of Pentacles in the near future. So like I said, the efforts will be paying off. 10 of Pentacles is the ultimate abundance card. This is the ultimate card of, you know, being in community, being in support with one another. This is a card of sharing your abundance and your resources with your loved ones. This is a beautiful card. This is a card about family, about success. This is about shared generosity. This is about inheritances. Whatever it is for you, there's something really strong, powerful, stable, and very much deserving coming your way, right? And the biggest thing with this reading is to not give up, to not change the course of time because you might not be seeing the results that you're looking for. Ask yourself, what do results really look like for me? Because at times we see results, we just don't like the results that we see. We can see that certain things are slightly improving. There is slow progress, but we want faster, bigger progress. And then we forget that this is a journey, and then we switch directions when in reality you were seeing results. You just didn't like the pace at what they were going, right? So we have here for the outcome, 3 of Cups. So this is more energy of celebration, more energy of being in the presence of people that you love, and also more energy about having fun. So this is really beautiful. I love this energy for you. We have to understand what exactly the world is trying to tell us with this crossing energy. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the world, why is the world here? What is it really trying to tell my beautiful Geminis? The Fool. This is the impulsivity, guys. This is what I'm seeing here. The Fool has a very strong determination to just go with the flow, to leap when they want. This is the energy of the new beginning, right? But there's also an energy that can show impulsivity. There's also an energy that can show taking a premature leap. This is also an energy that can show impatience, right? And since the World, which is a very positive card, is showing up here as your crossing energy, meaning that you can benefit from this or you can mess it up. What can mess it up, you completing and unlocking the next chapter, is you being impulsive and reckless about how you decide to move forward. Okay, so have here the Lovers, meaning that you, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. There's big decisions that you are going to have to make, potentially in the near future. Maybe you are right now trying to process a really big decision, and that could feel very conflicting. It could feel like you don't know how to move forward. And then you have the Death card, so 3 major arcana clarifying the World, which is also another major arcana. So the World is saying something is going to completely transform in your life, but it's a matter of how do you want to go about it. So if you have seen slow progress on something that really matters to you and your heart is in it, the patience, the consistency, and the dedication will be tested. Maybe you can embark on something else that would give you faster results, but you just have to make sure that your heart is in it the same way that your heart is in what you're doing right now, because otherwise you're going to feel like you lost out. Tell me about the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. What do we got? Okay, so 7 of Pentacles right here with the Page of Swords. Spirit is saying you have to really be vigilant and observe things from a more objective perspective to be able to see where the opportunity and the lesson is. So that's really interesting. There's an energy of detach from the emotions, because the Page of Swords is very, what's the word that I'm looking for? The Page of Swords is very disciplined, and they're very much about learning the process. It doesn't matter how long it might take them. You have the Sun card. You see that there's a lot of positivity here. There is vitality here. This belongs to you. This is something that really aligns with who you are. Is it maybe a really beautiful relationship, or a perfect job, or a perfect spiritual discipline, whatever it is for you, there's something that really resonates with you, and that's what you have been investing time into. And you have here the 6 of Cups, to the point that it even resonates to a younger version of yourself. You can feel quite nostalgic about this too. Give me about this 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, what do we got? 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. That's really interesting. Why? 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. I feel like you can go really hard on yourself. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. Whoever resonates with this reading, you can go really hard on yourself about, being someone that can resolve and be there for the situation. Like, you take a lot of pride in being the person that handles things. I'm strongly getting that, to the point that accepting collaboration, it can even make you feel uncomfortable, because maybe you feel like you have to show up in a certain way. Or for some of you guys, you just have been burned in the past, and you are the type of person that you're like, you know what, I'd rather do it myself because I don't trust anybody else to do it. So what's really interesting, King of Wands, look at that. What's really interesting is that Spirit is saying, okay, you have to really look at that, evaluate yourself. I like the King of Wands showing up here, because it shows confidence, and it shows daring to try new things, and that's what needs to happen here, because Spirit is saying, if you don't allow yourself to accept help or a collaboration, then you can't build a 10 of Pentacles. You can't build that community. You can't build those strong, long-lasting friendships and that strong family foundation if you can't allow people to show you how they can show up for you, right? So then you become kind of like an isolated person, because people like to be able to give back if people really love you. And if you don't give them that opportunity, then it becomes like one-sided. It can even become disbalanced, or you can show boundaries that are not truly what you want, right? Give me one on the 10 of Pentacles. Page of Cups, yeah. This is about being more vulnerable, you guys. Being more vulnerable, being more open, being more in the state of, being softer, childlike, meaning reminding yourself of when you had those strong dreams or that vulnerability with people that you loved, right? Strength card, we have that here with the 3 of Cups. This is the card of confidence. I love that. Card of confidence, card of endurance. What else do we have for this reading? Two of Cups, building strong bonds, beautiful bonds. Oh, this is a really great time to like be around the people you love. Three of Cups, showing your heart with the strength, you know, even the Sun. And then you have here Knight of Cups is showing up in reversal. Knight of Cups in reversal can feel like, so this is where you have to be maybe a little bit careful, because I don't typically take reversals, and I actually put all my cards in the correct way. So when a reversal comes, it's because it really needs to show up reverse, right? Knight of Cups in reverse, it can show that you can be too idealistic, meaning that people can easily disappoint you because you have really, really high expectations to the point that you know that maybe those expectations can't even be met. But we have them because that's a form of our coping defense mechanisms, right? Because Gemini, I feel like you're someone that you have learned how to be by yourself and do things alone. And you're like the boss of your life, which is a great thing to be independent. But if you want to have people there for you, if you want to have community, family, loved ones around you, you have to be more open, and you have to be able to accept that people are human and they're not going to live up to our expectations. Granted, we have boundaries that should not be crossed, but people will make mistakes. People will respond in ways that we don't understand. And we have to be lenient with that, as long as it's not harming and, you know, hindering our boundaries, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to leave it here. Please let me know if this reading resonated with you guys. If it did, drop me a comment down below. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next reading. Bye.